And just like that, we're back again with another update on Kronos. Shout out to the Kronos family. I love the feedback that you guys showed on the previous update. And of course, the love that you guys show. It's absolutely amazing. And again, if you want to see more of these updates, you guys know the drill at this point. Smash that like button, hit that red subscribe button if you have not done so already. But without further ado, let's take a look at what's happening with Kronos going into Thursday morning. So, not a great day, not a great day, not just only for Kronos, but for the broader market. We're going to get a little bit more into detail as to what's going on, but Kronos seems to be impacted more than the broader market, down about 8.2% right now, as you can see this for yourself. And that is due to Bitcoin. But again, before anyone comes out and says, oh, Kronos is going down, this and that, yada, 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 we need to understand what's happening with the broader market. Always ask yourself that question. And obviously, as we can see across the board, we're actually seeing a retracement across the board. And as far as Kronos price is concerned, 19 cents as of now, down 8.2% in USD. So quite a significant pullback over the course of the last 24 hours, down 7.3% in Bitcoin and about 5% in Ethereum comparative valuation, 6.6 billion, and the 24-hour trading volume only 61 million. Very, very low, something we want to be keeping a very close eye on. Yeah, that's something I want to point out. But before we get into it any further, as always, just a quick disclaimer: anything on this channel is not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence and research when you are investing in crypto. So what changed? Let's talk about what changed. What definitely changed is this right here. Dominance has gone up quite significantly since where we were last night. That's number one. That's number one, something we don't want to neglect. And dominance is starting to show some strength right now because, again, we haven't really seen this level being retested or, been at this level since the beginning. I'm sorry, since August 22nd. So, it's been over a month. So that's something I want you guys to keep in mind, but it explains why the dominance is starting to show strength because Bitcoin is all over the place at this point. You can see, Bitcoin has been pretty much going sideways. We actually saw a nice push towards the upside. People probably started thinking, this might be the reversal. This is why confirmation for myself is at around 115. Till then, I am still, not too optimistic. Meaning, again, in the grand scheme of things, if you take a look at the price of Bitcoin on a greater scale, this is nothing. This is a very, very healthy correction, but we're talking about a day-to-day analysis, and right now, we're not at the safe zone for Bitcoin, in my opinion. But right now, you can see, we did see this fake out up to the 114,000 almost, and then back down to this level where we were prior to this move. So, of course, this is dragging the broader market down with it. Of course, the broader market is reacting in a negative way to that, as well as Kronos. But Kronos specifically, I know you guys are probably wondering, why is this coin down 8% while a lot of other coins are down only about 3 to 4%? Reason why I think is due to market manipulation and also the tokens that got unlocked. That itself is quite a big news when it comes to tokenomics. That is something not to taken slightly, and we're talking about a big unlock, and the next big unlock like that I think is in about a month's time from now. But believe it or not, I think that is playing a key role to this as well. But again, I know not a lot of you want to see this happening, as what we're seeing right now happen with Kronos price. Let's pull out the Kronos chart. I don't know where that went. There we have it. I don't know, not a lot of people want to see this happening because, again, where we were just on August 28th, about a month back, since then the price has retraced quite significantly, 51%. And time out, I've told you guys, when a project pumps like this, we need to find a ground for itself. And as of yet, it tried to do that. It's not that, Kronos did not try to do that, but breaking below the 78.6 was a level we really did not want to break below. Since then, the price is down 20%. So as of now, let's talk about the support line. We do have significant amount of support built up as to where we currently are at. I do expect the support to hold. Primarily there is some support around the 17.5 cents as well, significant support. But now, at the levels, where Kronos is at, we do have significant support line built in. But the question that I got from one person was, could we go down to 14 cents? Again, if you want to put this into perspective, that itself would be a move of about 25% from where we are. That will require a massive, shakeout for Bitcoin, in my opinion. I think Bitcoin would need to drop back down to the 23.6 or even lower. And obviously, if dominance goes up, that could still be a reality. I know not a lot of people want to hear this, but again, this is how crypto tends to work. You need to understand it's not always, sunshine. It's not always, excitement. It's not always, parabolic moves. But as of now, this is, we did see, again, a lot of people have already forgotten from July 6th, we did see an increase of about 373%. So after that, a 50% pullback. In a grand scheme of things, not out of the ordinary. And I think, the announcement that, we did speak about over the course of the last almost a month, that is not a small announcement to be keeping an eye out. Keeping in mind. A lot of people have already forgotten that, but and there's some big things happening for Kronos. They're involved with obviously CFTC meeting that just took place, which of course is big. Of course, that's something, yes, a lot of people overlook during downwards time. But again, this is why you need to have an exit strategy in place. If you are right now looking at Kronos, or kicking yourself for not locking in profits when the parabolic price happened, then learn from this. Again, when parabolic moves like this happen, people tend to let the greed get the best of us. But this is where you got to not be greedy, pretty much as that. But again, I know I'm going off on a little bit of a rant. Do I personally think we're going to see Kronos push back up to these levels? I think, in my opinion, we are going to see these levels being retested again. But we're seeing a hiccup right now for Kronos. But it's not only for Kronos; it's for the broader market. But again, some people could take a look at it as a dip opportunity to accumulate, especially if you're a big believer on Kronos and the Kronos chain, as well as the exchange itself. But again, we're going to take it one step at a time. Do have significant amount of support built in around where we currently are sitting, so I would expect those levels to hold, but keep a very close eye on Bitcoin right now, and we'll take it from there. Love you all. See you later in Crypto ZX, and peace out.